going to show the treatment tutorial of the S120 skincare machine. The first step is the abrasion treatment. To do the pores cleaning tip, we can apply the blackhead expo liquid before the treatment, so we can remove blackheads or whiteheads better. So after like 10 minutes, we can proceed the treatment. And if we have the hot sprayer, and we can apply the hot sprayer along with this step, so the blackhead can be removed better. Okay, we are doing the abrasion treatment for the pores cleaning tip, and we are going to remove the blackhead and whitehead in the nose and the face area. And now we are adjusting the parameter in the machine. Firstly, we need to clip this one. When we're using the water bottle D, we need to set this one ready. So the water bottle will produce hydrogen and oxygen during the whole treatment. For this button, we need to adjust the water flow. And normally we can adjust the water flow to the medium part. And for this one, if we want to use the water bottle C, we need to spin it. But for this video, we will use the water bottle D. And for this one is the suction strength. Normally, we can adjust the suction to medium, so we can adjust the water flow and the suction according to the feeling by the patient. And after that, we need to clip this bottom, so this handpiece will work. And we also have a button in the handpiece to control the handle. When we press this, it stops. And then when press this, it starts. And when we first use this handpiece, we can put our finger on it. We can keep doing this until there is water coming out. So after like that, we can start the treatment. Okay, after like 10 minutes with the blackhead expo liquid, we can remove it. So we can use the abrasion treatment tip, and we set the machine ready. We can remove the and if there's like too much water, we need to control the water flow to the minimum, so it can reduce the water. Or we can get a dry tissue to wipe off the water. We can also slide this treatment tip on the face. If there's still too much water, we can also adjust the water flow. And if the suction is like too strong, we can decrease the suction. And after that, we can slide this side of the face. We can also treat the jawline area. However, for this area, it can get reddish easily, so we can decrease the suction a little bit, so it can get a little bit less reddish. And for jawline area, we do not slide the handpiece because it can get reddish easily. We can do it like this. To start the one single area. So after the nose and face treatment, we can continue to the forehead. However, there are like no blackhead and whitehead on the forehead. We can skip this part. So after cleaning with this large tip, we can replace a smaller tip to do the nose and some smaller area cleaning. So I use this tip just now for the nose and the face, and for some smaller area like the nose side and some certain area, we can use this smaller tip and we install it. Because this is a new tip, we can also get the 75% alcohol to sterilize it. So after that, we need to press this handpiece again to make sure there's water coming out. So there's water coming out, so we can start the treatment on the nose side. Also the jaw area. So after that, we can set this machine standby and clean the water on the treatment skin. At this time, we can use a sprayer to keep the skin moisturized, because when we clean the treatment skin, and the treatment skin will be a little bit dry. After using the pores cleaning tip, we need to set this handpiece stopped, and we need to clip this sprayer, because after the cleaning treatment, the skin tends to get dry. For this one, we will use the lotion or watery serum, and you can see the product is like really small, and it can help keep the skin moisturized and hydrated. We need to apply on the whole treatment phase. And after the sprayer, we can continue to do the other treatment. So we can fetch the sprayer and get a dry tissue in our hand. When we're treating the nose area, we can cover this part, so the patient will feel more comfortable. So there is a button in the handpiece. We can set the handle working, and we can do it like this and avoid the eye area. Okay, after applying the lotion and For your information, we must use the watery product like the lotion and the watery serum in this handpiece, because the pins in this tip is like really small. So when you use the sticky product, it will not be squeezed into the small particles. So we must use watery products for this treatment tip. And when we finish the treatment, we can get away the unused product and fill some distilled water in this water bottle and install it to this part to clean the product inside the pimp, to clean it so it will not block the paint. Okay, for this handpiece is the scrubber, and this is the interface to control the scrubber parameter, and this is the energy adjustment. The maximum is 10, so we can start from 6 to 8, and we set 7. And this is the mode. This is the pause. This is the continuous mode, and this is the pause mode. After we set the parameter, we can clip this handpiece, and we need to take off the disposable gloves with our skin to touch it, and the energy can produced. And for the scrubber, we need to apply some water or serum to the treatment skin, so it can better remove our dead skin cells and cutings. So for this handpiece is to remove the cuting on our skin. Okay, after applying the spray on the treatment skin, we can use the scrubber to remove the dead skin cell and the cuting on the skin. And we set parameter on the screen and set the machine start. And when we are using this treatment tip, the doctor must use these two hands to hold these two areas. Only in this way, energy will be produced. And for the patient's skin, we need to apply some water on the treatment skin, so you can see the treatment result. So we can start the treatment. So when the water is dry, we need to add some more water, and we will go over 3 to 4 times with this tip on this side of the face. And you can see this is the cuting and some dirty things on the skin. And then we need to add some more water on the skin, so we can continue the treatment. Okay, we're going to treat with the forehead. The way we add water is like we apply water on the face. However, if you have a hot sprayer or cold sprayer in your salon or clinic, you can use the sprayer to add some water on the treatment area, which will be much more convenient for the whole treatment. So we go on to treat the forehead. After going over like 3 to 4 times, we can continue to do the other side of the face, and the treatment method is similar. So we can continue. The main function of the ultrasound handpiece is to do the product introduction, and this is to control the ultrasound handpiece, and this is the energy intensity, and the maximum energy is 10, so we can use 7 to 9, so we can use 8. For the mode, we suggest to use the continuous mode, and this is the pulse mode. After setting the parameter, there is also a button in the handpiece. We can clip this handpiece handle to run the handpiece, or we can clip here to run the handpiece. Either way is okay. Okay, after the scrubber, we can go on to use the ultrasound to do the product introduction, and we set parameter, and we apply some lotion or some serum on the treatment face so it can better import products. And when the ultrasound handpiece is working, you can check this video, and when the ultrasound working, it can make the product into really small particles. So really small particles, so the product can be better absorbed by our skin. So we can start the treatment. And the way to treat is quite simple. We can spin the treatment tip, or we can just slide the handpiece upward to the skin. And for this treatment handle, we can continue to do like 5 to 10 minutes on this side of the face. The whole face will take about 15 to 25 minutes. So after the face, we can go on to treat our forehead, and we need to apply some product on our forehead. So we can go on to treat our forehead. Firstly, we can spin the handpiece to make the product evenly on our skin. And then we can start to lift the skin up. So for the eye area, we can apply like 5 minutes. When the treatment tip goes down, do not apply too much pressure. When it goes up, we can apply a little bit pressure to lift the skin up. So we can repeat the spinning and lifting process for 5 minutes. So we can go on to use the other tip. Okay, after using the ultrasound handpiece, we can use the RF handpiece. This one is the RF handpiece, and it has a button, and we can set the machine start or stopped. And for this interface is to control the RF. For this part is to control the energy intensity. The maximum energy is 20. So normally we can use from 10 to 12. And we set the energy 12. For the mode, this is the continuous mode, and this is the pulse mode. Normally we can use the pulse mode. For this RF handpiece, we can do the product introduction, and it can help to lift our skin and also help our skin to regenerate the collagen and the collagen fiber. So for this handpiece, it can be applied on our face and our eyes. Okay, we are going to use the RF tip. For the RF tip, we need to apply a thin layer of RF oil, cream, or serum. Do not use gel or some product that is like really watery, because it may not feel discomfortable when you're using the product that is like too watery. So after setting the parameter, we can set this RF handpiece working. For this tip, it can focus on our jawline to make the V-shaped face. And when using this tip, the customer will have the warm feeling during the whole treatment. And also, if the patient is like wanting fast result, we can use this hand to lift the skin. And we can ask the feeling of the patient. If the patient's like feeling the energy is not too strong, we can increase their energy. Actually, for this tip, the better way is to do the lifting step. And actually we can also spin the treatment tip, but lifting will be better. And also we can use this tip to treat our eye area. It can help remove our fine lines and accelerate the regrowth of our collagen. So for the RF treatment, we will spend 10 to 15 minutes on the whole of the face, include the cheek and the forehead. However, if we want to focus more on the eyes, we can apply more time. So the whole of the face include the eye, we can apply like 15 to 20 minutes. And because there is warm feeling in the treatment, the skin will get reddish. And don't be nervous. When the skin is like reddish, we can use the cold hammer to calm the skin down. And if we are using some like good serum or product, we can lock the product in our pores with the cold hammer. Okay, when we are treating the RF handpiece in the eye and the forehead area, we can also do the lifting step. We can keep doing this step for like 8 to 10 times. And we can ask the patient to tell us the feeling during the whole treatment. If we apply too many times, it will get too hot. So we can ask the patient to tell us the feeling. And after that, we can spin the treatment tip on the forehead. Also, we can start from our eyebrow to lift the skin up, and from the temple to lift the skin up. It can help remove some fishtail. So we can keep doing this for 15 to 20 minutes. And the other side of the face treatment method is the same. So we do not show the other side face treatment tutorial. So after the RF handpiece, we can use the cold hammer. For the cold hammer is when after finish the treatment, our treatment skin gets reddish and a little bit reddish. So for this handpiece, it can come down the skin, and we set this ready, and after like 1 minute, this treatment tip get cold and it can cool down the skin, and after the cold hammer, the skin can be less reddish, so we can apply the facial mask on our patient's skin. Okay, after the whole treatment, when the skin is like a little bit reddish, we can apply a little bit gel on the treatment skin. And we can set the cold hammer running so the cooling is better. So we can apply the gel with the treatment tip. So after apply the gel evenly on the treatment skin, we can start to come down the skin. We can leave the treatment tip on the skin for like 3 seconds and move to another treatment skin. 3 seconds, then move to another one. So the function of the cold hammer is to come down the skin and remove skin reddish. And it can also lock the nutrition product in our pores or on our skin. For the cold hammer treatment, we can apply like 5 to 10 minutes until the skin is like less reddish. Beside this treatment step, we can also slide the treatment tip. Either way is okay. But for the area that's like really reddish, we can use this method. Leave on the skin for 3 to 5 seconds. So after the cold hammer, we can remove the gel and apply the serum or some lotion on the treatment skin. And we can use a sprayer to apply some lotion on the treated skin. And after that, we can apply a facial mask. Okay, after the cold hammer treatment to calm down the skin, we can also apply the sprayer with lotion to keep the skin moisturized. So after that, we can get a facial mask ready. And this is the treatment tutorial of the S120 skincare machine, and we can get a facial mask. Okay, we apply a facial mask on the treatment skin, and at the same time we can tell the after treatment care to the patient, because this treatment is just for the skin cleaning and it's totally non-invasive, so the customers can go back to their skincare routine. And we can suggest the patient to use more facial mask for 3 to 7 days and avoid direct sun exposure. And we leave this mask on for like 15 minutes. So this is the whole treatment tutorial, and thank you for your attention.